Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, Mr. Dezmend Lee.
Yo,
Thank you.
what's up, dude?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dude. I'm
We're making
excited
it happen,
to be here.
man.
Yeah, dude. I'm like stoked to be here. This is a sick setup. Like,
Yeah. It's just you do it for so long, you just keep adding shit.
yeah, I'm sure.
You know, eventually it's like, well, we've done it this way for a little bit. Let's try to add a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I guess make it better. I don't know.
No, it's
Kind of make it better.
I don't know. It was like you guys had this up and rocking, and like it went from like nothing to like
Yeah.
fully built.
Right. Yeah, what was it, the second apartment I lived in, I was dating a girl, so everything was cheaper, of course. And we had a 2-bedroom, so I had one bedroom that was dedicated just to the podcast. It was always set up.
That's sick.
It was like a table with fucking the arms on it. It was always
Yeah.
accessible, easy. And I didn't have roommates, so I could do it whenever I want. We could do one at 2 a.m. if we wanted.
Yeah.
But this is sick too. This is nice.
Yeah.
Do you still do yours?
Yeah, no.
No. You should promote it anyway.
yeah. Follow the lovely podcast. He's like, I have no recent episodes. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, they're coming.
They're coming. Yeah, I mean, I still have all of the stuff, but I have like still 2 mics and like, so I definitely could do it. I just don't have like, I guess I kind of have a space. Maybe I could do it. I just like haven't. That hasn't been like at the top of my list.
Right.
At the top of my list right now is like, yo, just make sure you pay rent on time.
Yes.
Let's just do that first.
Yeah. I mean, my landlord hit me up for the first time last month because I waited till the very last day to pay.
Yeah.
I was like, but it's still the month.
Still within.
Yeah, you can't get that mad at me.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, it's I don't know, just like becoming an adult, and you're like, oh yeah, people know how to do this, like, it's like, but nah, man, I'm like,
you got to worry about other shit.
Yeah.
Like, I this is the first job that I've quit as like a real adult, or feels like a real adult. Like we were talking about it the other night. And now it's like, fuck, I do kind of, like, I need a job. Oh, yeah, I quit my job, by the way. Yeah. How can I tell you? Yeah. So now it's like, fuck. And it's like the worst time because I'm going back home for the holidays. So even if I start training, it's like, well, I got to leave.
Yeah, by the way, I got to balance. Yeah. You're still looking for, like, restaurant work?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Probably.
Unfortunately, or
yeah, I don't love it. No. I know that you like at one point were a chef.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess I have love for it, but yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Where it's like, I feel like I started cooking like because I did like it, but it was also like it felt like the easiest option for me because I was like, oh, I hate like sitting at a desk.
Right.
And I knew that since like I was like a kid, and I was like, I hate sitting at a desk. This sucks. I don't want to sit at a desk. So like, But then now, like as an adult, I'm like, I kind of want to sit at the desk a little bit. I want to know how to sit at the desk. It's like, am I using Word right?
Yeah. Some of these desks look okay.
Yeah.
As opposed to this hot grill, right? Like, but I agree. A desk scares the fuck out of me. Well, I think you're conditioned as a kid, right? That school is just like a big conditioning.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Fucking plaza. So you're just sitting there, you sit at a desk, right, for the whole day.
Yeah.
Then a bell goes off. All right, time to eat. Another bell goes off. Time to move to a different room.
Yeah.
Right? It just kind of gets you conditioned to go work a certain way.
It is weird, dude. Like, it feels like it's conditioned, but it like, I've just seen like stuff online where it's like, the way societies are set up are different because of like cultural like differences as far as like I can't remember what this person or what I saw, but it was like if it's a shame based society or if it's
right.
but like or an individual society or something like that, but I guess what I'm getting at is like the schools, like I've seen like online where like kids like Japanese schools where like kids like there's no janitor, they're responsible for cleaning the school,
right?
And so they all like take a part in doing this thing that's like bettering what they're doing, but like also
yeah, like hands-on outsourcing the work to somebody. They recognize that this is all, they treat school, they look at school in a way where it's like a community, so we're all going to help each other out.
Yeah.
Although Catholic schools do that shit too. When I was in a Catholic school, we used to have to clean shit up. Yeah, hell yeah. We used to take out the trash.
Damn, dude.
You felt cool because we were like kids and we had like keys to rooms that you couldn't get into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, having keys as a kid is a flex.
Yeah, it is, right?
I'm pretty important.
Dude, think about it. When you're a little kid, what do you have pockets for? You don't need pockets for shit.
Dude, that is so weird. Like, when did I start carrying shit in my pockets? You know?
Right?
My pockets are always for my hands, dude. Like,
always.
That's so weird.
Yeah. You don't have an ID. You don't have money. You don't, I mean,
having
a phone,
the
kids
ID
have
was a
phones.
cool thing, too.
Right.
Like, a school ID, I was like, oh, that's fucking...
Yeah.
I'm sick, dude.
Yeah,
I'm pretty official, you know.
I'm fucking 13 now, bitch. I got this sick ass ID. I could buy lighters and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was like definitely when I started smoking more regularly, like 14.
Yeah.
Like I started smoking like 13, but like 14, I like was like the man.
Cigs or weed?
Both, dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Started young. He's ripe, dude.
Yeah. Hell
but
yeah.
Lighters, dude. When I started carrying lighters more regularly, I feel like that's maybe when I started using the pockets more.
Yeah, you always gotta have a lighter on you.
Always had a lighter.
It's funny when you first start smoking, you don't have any conception of carrying a lighter with you all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a new thing.
Becomes like part of your thing, you know?
Yeah, eventually.
I just remember ripping through. Like I would go home and then I would just look at how many lighters I had. I had so many lighters, dude. I had like probably like 24, 25 lighters.
Oh yeah, because
I don't know why I said 24. It's like yeah,
it's the song,
them.
right?
I counted them. You know,
25 lighters on the dresser. Yes, sir. Who's that? Dipset? I don't even know. It's a song though.
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Yeah. I think
probably
it's
Dipset.
Yeah. Shout out.
Dude, Cameron's making a comeback right now.
Yeah,
That's what. I mean, I don't know. It's weird, like moving to New York, where like, all the rappers that I have I was like kind of raised on, but like didn't. I guess like I thought they dropped off in my mind, but then I feel like they've been releasing music this whole time. Just like New York has been the place that's like bumping it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. I mean, especially Cameron.
Yeah.
But Cameron and Mace have kind of gotten popping with their podcast, that sports podcast they do. I forget the name of it.
Oh,
but
I didn't know that they.
Yeah, what's the name of it? It's fucking hilarious, dude. Because they just say anything. They have no problems with getting canceled or words. They say fucking anything.
That's
hilarious.
crazy. That has to be fun.
It's so funny. It's so funny. They had Mike Tyson on there.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Because Mace says that all the time after everything. He'll say some heinous point.
Hey man, it is
like,
what it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my mom's favorite saying growing up, dude.
It is what it is.
It is. Yeah.
Well, it's not what it can't be, right? Or it isn't what it's not. There you go.
And then I was like,
that's profound, bro.
Yeah. You start thinking about what is though, dude.
Yeah.
That's like a
what is. Holy shit, that's true.
Yeah. That's like
Is that almost the same? Is that saying the
That's
same
pretty
thing?
much the same thing, right?
because but it's like isness always is.
Isness is always is.
But then you have to say more words other than is. You know? You're like, what the fuck is, bro?
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But is what it is what it is.
It could be.
Yeah. I was like, I got lost 9 ises ago.
Yeah, this is mad ism. Fucking yeah. They had Mike Tyson on, and they asked him. Mace is like, "What other sports you think you would have been good at if you didn't find boxing?" And Mike Tyson immediately just goes, "I'd be a criminal. I only like fighting." And they both started dying.
Yeah.
He's like, "I only like fighting. I'd be a fucking criminal."
Dude.
Wild, dude.
Yeah. Fucking it's like, yo.
It's probably true.
It's that ass true. Like, he was like fucking. He's
Imagine
beast,
if that
dude.
guy didn't find boxing. He
Yeah,
would just-
something to just like let all that.
Right.
Yeah, because you have to think that was probably conditioned from like the youngest age. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Plus, he was built like a fucking fridge from
dude.
13 up.
There was this kid. So at jiu-jitsu today, we were like after class, we were like talking in the locker room, and then the dude asked this dude that I've been rolling with for like the past like 4 or 5 weeks. We just kind of like it's been funny because he started after, and so I've been like kind of like beating him, and then he beat me today, and then now we had like a cool talk where we're like
Nice.
but and I was like he asked me how old I was, and I was like, I'm 28, and then he was like, oh, it was like, and I was like, naturally I just asked him, and he was like, I'm 18, and I'm telling you, dude is stacked. Like I was like, you're gonna be a killer if you decide to do anything with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some people that are just, they won the lottery.
Yeah, dude.
They can play any sport, whatever it is that they decide. Like, you pick a super athlete in the NFL. For whatever reason, I'm thinking of Julio Jones. If that guy decided to do anything else, play baseball or box or anything, he'd still be a freak.
Yeah.
Some guys are just built that way.
So weird, dude. He was like, I started working out when I was 15. I was like, that's crazy, dude. Like, we're a different species of, it's like,
I was playing Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, dude. I was just like Doritos, Modern Warfare 2, dude.
Yeah.
It's like when I discovered internet porn. That was a good time, dude.
Right. Yeah, there's not really a great emphasis on physical activity. In school, again, we'll go back to the fucking school talk. There's gym class. Nobody takes that seriously. Half the time, all you have to do is change your clothes and you pass. You show up, you pass, you walk. People do the walking shit.
Yeah, of course. What was your mile time?
Oh, not good. Not good. I wasn't a great runner. I wasn't a great runner in those days. After, what was it? The presidential test? Is that what? Because I know we used to have to run a mile, but they also had like the fitness test, that stupid ass.
Oh, dude, like where you had to like do the stretches and shit.
Did you ever do the pacer?
The pacer.
No, what's that?
Where you run to like it's like a tone. So like it'll start as like a beep, and then you have to get to one line of like a basketball court and back by the time the other beep goes.
Oh, no, we never did that.
And it gets shorter and shorter intervals between the beeps too. So you have to pick up speed as you go.
Right.
So like some kids will like go way too hard on it, and they'll literally miss their next class because they're still going on the pacer.
They're still beeping.
Like they're doing 140 laps.
Yeah.
Just like it's like the longest audio tape ever.
What does that even do besides skew the results?
It's so weird because it's like talking about conditioning. You're like, who's that information for?
Right.
To be like, this 9-year-old's smoking the other ones. Like,
right. Like, what list is that going to?
Compare us to Russia or something.
Yeah, right. And they are way better than us in terms of physical activity.
It could even be state to state, too. Like,
Yeah.
Wisconsin's a bunch of fatties.
Sure. Yeah, Wisconsin versus Nebraska.
yeah.
That's a hard battle.
That dart I threw was close.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah. Dude, last time when they told us this in school, but we were 142 out of 182 cities, I think.
Oh man,
of like fattest cities in America.
What was this? What's the town you were from?
Omaha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's like, is that the capital?
No, Lincoln's the capital, but Omaha's like that's a big dog
That's
city.
like the
That's where
biggest-
that's where the dogs are from. You know?
Yeah, that's right. They had a bombing and everything, right? Or no, that's Oklahoma City. My bad.
Yeah.
You guys aren't cool enough to have a bombing yet.
Yeah, no bomb. No, actually, this is pretty sick.
Okay.
We did have a shooting though.
Nice.
It was a Von Mar shooting in like 2007.
Oh shit! It was like a school.
No, it was Von Mar
You were
like a.
crossing your finger.
To school.
I hope it's a school. No, it was like it's a department store, Von Mar, dude.
Oh shit!
And so, dude, like I think he went in like with like a
Doorbuster sales.
yeah, dude, just like suburban mom, like it's crazy, dude. It's
Damn.
like and this is like the part of town where it's like all of the like suburban like white mom, like it's a white part of town, dude.
They deserve it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough. yeah, the Nebraska moms, dude.
That was like the
Killed 8 people.
Oh man!
Yeah.
6 employees and 2 shoppers.
In the mall.
Yeah.
Then shot himself.
Yeah.
19-year-old kid.
Wow. Went out on top.
Yeah. That was actually right before I moved to Omaha, too, I think. Because I grew up in Iowa.
2007.
Oh, really?
Does that track?
Yeah, I grew up. Yeah, 2007. I got there in 2008.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
big Iowa's massive for wrestling, obviously.
Yeah. It's so weird how I don't really follow like sports or anything. Like I don't know, like even like Nebraska, like I've never been a sports guy. Like I was just talking about this the other day, but like the most that I'm into sports I could say is was when Ndamukong Suh was playing for Nebraska. And I was like, this is a cool time because we're good.
Yes. Yeah.
And I like all my uncles were into it. My whole family is just like huge Nebraska fans. So it's like kind of cool to watch, but that was it, dude. I don't like. I'm kind of slowly getting back into UFC. I know. Do you follow UFC, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like the only thing as far as sports that I know anything about.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
I know John Jones is fighting.
Oh man,
again, right?
Very fun fight.
Yeah.
Jones and Stipe. You know Stipe?
No.
Stipe is the fucking. I mean, he's maybe the greatest heavyweight
Whoa,
top three for sure
in the UFC. Yeah. I mean, he's. If you go by the metric of defenses, he has that one. I don't think the belt, what was it, 3 times it needed to get defended? And
yeah, I think he had 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. He's a bad dude. And people are counting him out. He's like plus 450.
Whoa.
Underdog against John Jones, which is nuts. The thing is he hasn't fought in a while. It's been like 3 years. But John also took like a year and a half off.
Yeah.
So
And before that, he had 3 years off.
Right. Yeah.
Like, activity-wise, they're almost equal.
How old are they now? They have to be.
Jones is like 37, I think, and
I don't think he's that old.
Stipe's 41.
Damn, dude. Imagine me at 41.
Oh, yeah,
like,
John
still
Jones is
knocking.
37.
Yeah.
I know, dude. Well, that's the thing with the heavy guys; they can fight older because
42 for Stipe.
Stipe's 42.
And how old is John Jones?
37.
Damn.
Yeah, so the age is fairly close. It's not too far off. It's not like,
But it's also like John's been fighting even longer, I feel like. So career-wise and as many fights as he's had, I feel like, they're almost age is almost like
right,
a wash.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bigger you get, the longer you can fight because you don't need to be fast. The heavyweights just need to be powerful.
Yeah.
And power is like the last thing to go for a fighter. They, as old as they get, they're able to kind of hold on to their power. That's why George Foreman won the belt at like 46 or however old he was.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I just can't even imagine like the mental state you have to be in to be like a fighter for that long.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
he
like, what's the motivation for like still like, because like especially if you've been doing it for 20 years, like. What's like Mike Tyson's motivation? They're like
to fight Jake Paul this
crazy.
Friday.
Get this blonde kid to shut the fuck up.
Dude.
It'll be sick if he wins, but
I don't think he's gonna win.
I don't think he's gonna win either.
Dude, you're fighting.
People are gonna cry.
Someone that's like, yeah, dude. It's
People
gonna be
are
a funeral,
cry,
dude.
It's gonna
sad,
be bad.
You see Tyson, there was like a little promo that Netflix had of him trying to say Netflix.
No, I haven't seen
I'll
that.
find it.
Well, there was the old one where he was doing promos for all the cables.
Dude, yeah.
It's
I've seen
hilarious.
Watch me on Comcast.
Yeah.
He gets up on like Comcast.
Watch me
or
whoop Peter McNeely on Cox Cable. It's fucking sick. But yeah, dude, that's scary. He's fucking old. He's an old
But I mean,
man.
not to like say anything about him like being like, I'm sure he's like, still. I would never fight Mike Tyson. Still,
God,
but it's
no.
like, just like when you look at like putting yourself, like I can't imagine like someone like still coming at me at that age. Just like you're like in the ring, you're just like
He hasn't calmed down yet. He's still a fucking
like, okay,
yeah.
dude. Like, how often do you think Mike Tyson gets into like tiffs with people these days? Like, do you think he's like an irritable dude, or do you think he's like probably pretty chill, and then he's just doing this because it's like something to do?
I would guess he's probably pretty chill these days.
That's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
why like, because that you hear him talk about like the ego and shit. He's like he's like, my ego starts getting me when I train and I get like crazy, and you're like,
Yeah.
dude, that sounds nuts, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you want to go through that again, dude?
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. He's like a special case. He's like just the fucking. You hear that guy talk about when they asked him who his dream matchup would be. He said Marcus Aurelius. Okay, he said that dude wants to be the conqueror of the fucking world. Mike Tyson. He doesn't. He's not just a boxer. If that dude was around 2,000 years ago, he's chopping dudes' heads off with a fucking axe on the back of a horse. That's what that guy's doing.
That's so crazy.
Marcus Aurelius, not some fucking Muhammad Ali or
He's like, I just like how wise he was. He's like,
yeah.
he's like, I want
like,
to
I wanna
fight the wise dude.
Yeah, that was the baddest warrior ever, apparently to him. So I don't know. I mean, to get to that point though, to get in anything, to get to the point of even being in the conversation of the greatest music, greatest whatever, you got to be a fucking psycho. Part of you.
That's kind of how I feel, and then I start thinking about myself. I was like, I'm pretty tame, dude.
Yeah, right.
It's like, where am I gonna end up? It's like, I did have this kind of like mental dialogue today though, of like, what does it take to be the best at something? And it's like, is there anything that I could see myself doing where I could be the best at it?
Right.
And it's like, I don't know, dude. You know, like
You could get it very specific. Is this it?
Let's gotta restart.
With my fight on pay-per-view.
Tell me you still don't have a big-ass cable box, too.
My fight with Jake Paul is coming in next week. Not pay-per-view.
Next.
Watch me whoop Iron Mike's ass only on Netflix.
Watch me knock out this YouTuber only on Netflix. Netflix. You have to take it the way I fucking say it, okay?
That's a ski. You don't want to bug that guy too much. He seems pissed off there. He seems
Netflix.
fucking irritated there.
Netflix.
I mean, you got to think about it. You're getting ready to go to a war, and they're over here asking you to say stupid shit into a microphone.
Yeah.
You know, to sell it.
And that's the part that I've always been interested in is like, how much does that take away from like your, I guess, mindset? Like to be like, yo, I know I'm like getting like serious about this, but I have to take pauses to be like, yo, just so you guys know, I still need to buy, you know, like.
Right. I think once you get to the pro level, they're just so fortunate.
It's not even just pro level too, because like there's pros and then there's prize fighters, like
Right.
people like Tyson and all the names that we've been naming.
Yeah. And prize fighters kind of have like a different. They have a.
Yeah, they don't
they're
care
not
about belts and shit. They're trying to fight for the
for the most money.
most money and biggest legacy fights. And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dude.
So they sell. They fucking sell tickets.
That's so weird because I've heard that term before, prize fighter, but I've never even thought of it as like, then this like, what it's meant for, I guess.
Yeah, because there's guys that we'll never even know about that are nasty, fucking better than top 10,
Yeah.
and we just don't know about them because they don't speak English or they don't market themselves in a certain way.
Even someone like Caleb Plant, who's like a fucking world beater,
Right.
isn't as famous as Canelo.
Totally, that's true. Yeah, it's it. There's a point.
There's part of it that you have to be like, you have to want the fame part of it, you think, or is it like?
I think the fame just comes with it, right? Because they're all chasing. Once you get to a point where you're fighting for money, you want to get as much out of it as you can. I think because you know
Sometimes
you
it may
have.
not even be like worth for you to like just like chase in the rankings. Like someone like Conor McGregor, he doesn't have to come back and prove.
Right.
Like he just wants to, if he comes back, it's to fight someone for a huge payday and bounce again.
Right. Right. That's why Canelo only fights twice a year.
Yeah. Well, cause yeah, he fucking makes 80
Makes
million,
bread.
100
That's
million a
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Couldn't even imagine that much money, dude. Like,
For a fight, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a long fight.
yeah.
It's a 30-minute fight sometimes.
Dude, fuck. That's also nuts too, though, to be like,
Right?
yeah,
Because you think about a street fight. How long is a street fight?
dude.
Maybe
well,
30 seconds?
Yeah, seconds.
Yeah. Fucking 30 minutes you're fighting a guy. And that's now. Forget back in the day when it was like,
15, 18 rounds.
and even before that, where they were fighting for hours and hours, bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Guys' hands are all broken, fighting 7 hours, 150 rounds. Boom, boom, boom. Punching the fuck out of each other with no food in their system.
For quarters.
Yeah, for nothing.
Dude, when is this?
I'm talking about
The
like,
Jack Dempsey days.
yeah, the old days of boxing where it was like, look up the longest boxing match ever. It's like 7 hours long. When the rules were like last man standing. The ref doesn't
Whoa.
come in. He's just there for no reason.
That's crazy.
He's there to like break Andy Brown. Yes, this
Andy
dude.
Bowen, yeah.
Andy Bowen. Look how long this fight was.
April 6, 1893 marks a date that is entered not only in history books but in the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest boxing match that took place. This match was between Andy Bowen and Jack Burke at the Olympic Boxing Club in New York, and I need a trial to read any further.
We could definitely find how many rounds it was, but this was a completely different time, obviously.
Dude,
But spectacle in those
110 rounds.
dude.
that's
Come on.
crazy.
No gloves, right? This was pre-gloves.
bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle, dude.
I think they have wraps.
Well, that helps.
But it was probably just fucking. It was probably just like a
Wraps are
fucking
good enough,
burlap
yeah.
sack.
dude, it's nuts.
I didn't even know that. That's so crazy.
Yeah, dude. There was a time where boxing was guys who fought with gloves. Once gloves started coming around, they were looked at as like pussies.
Really?
Like, you guys are soft as fuck fighting with pillows on. Get the fuck out of here.
It's crazy.
And those were like shitty gloves too. They weren't like gloves like we got now.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are protective and nice. Those were like like a glove. And you were looked at as like a bitch. You're like, you're fighting with gloves,
Damn,
soft ass bitch.
crazy, dude. I guess I always thought like boxing was around with like Cinderella Man, dude. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
Jack
when it
Dempsey.
started. Yeah.
Jack Dempsey, yeah, that was later, probably early 1900s when boxing had gloves and
Yeah.
shit like that. But that dude was like that's the example. Like, dudes fighting on no food,
Yeah.
just fucking.
Oh yeah, true,
That was
true.
Max Baer, right? That he fought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
And also, there came a point where the heavyweight champion was like the biggest guy in the country. Like, he was the fucking dude. When Joe Louis fought Schmeling from Germany during World War II, Joe Louis, the president, whoever it was at the time, either Eisenhower or FDR, called Louis and said, "Knock this motherfucker out for us."
Crazy, dude.
In front of like 80,000 people or 60,000 people, which is a crazy crowd. Crowds don't even get that big now for a fight or whatever.
Yeah.
And he did it. Knocked him out in like the first round. And it was like
Damn,
a
dude.
big win for America. Like, yeah.
When where was this at?
I think it was like, I don't know. That's a good question. New York? It might have been here in New York.
Damn, dude. That's
Yeah.
something that trips me out too. Is like this is a lot older than like what you might think. Like, it's like kind of like there's a lot of history here, dude, as far as like old like MSG stuff. You're like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Right.
Even like, yeah, dude, like Cinderella Man is like, they fought at MSG and Cinderella Man. You're like, what the
Right.
fuck, dude? That's crazy.
Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Fucking Kill Tony.
We made history, baby.
Bro, we
Yeah.
were in there, bro. Did you go to Kill Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I wanted to go because it was on my birthday. So it was,
okay.
It was the 9th and 10th, but the 10th is my birthday. I went on the 9th. But I had the 10th off and I was going to go, but then the 9th kind of ruined it for me, dude, where I was like, I don't want to go.
Why? You didn't like it?
Yeah, dude, like it kind of got, I don't know. I just didn't like the kind of like mindset like that I felt from other comics where it was like, just like this, like, oh, I hope I get pulled. And then they're like, oh, like, why did this person get pulled? They're, like, it was a lot of like that, dude, where it's like, this is kind of like, it was cool to see the first night. I was like, this is cool, but I don't even want to be pulled, dude. Like, if I get pulled, I'm not like, I have jokes, but am I funny for 80 or am I going to get shit on very early in my career, more likely? And then,
Right.
and then like, have that be like my marker of like, I bombed at Kill Tony, Or like,
Right.
I feel like the payoff isn't really worth the reward for me. It was like, I went, I saw, it was very, very cool. And it was like, I was very gracious that they even like let us see it, dude.
Yeah, right? That
Like,
was
free tickets essentially.
Totally.
Yeah,
We
so
just
that
got
was
to
really
go
cool.
in.
Yeah, dude. Which is like cool that they didn't market that, I guess, as far as like we thought we all thought we were gonna be in that back room, and then we all just like got to go and
How shitty would that have been? If they
Stay
just
in
made
the-
us sit in that fucking
dude.
closed ass room away from everybody.
Yeah.
That would have fucking. But then you think how much of a process, because we were so far from the actual arena. Imagine
Yeah.
they'd have to come walking all the way down the corridor and shit, coming to find us.
That's what they had to do for the last guy that got pulled on the 9th.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I like came in with that dude and was like talking with that dude to start, and then he got pulled. But then, and I saw him like down there, ready to go on. But then he got basically bumped off of the show, like because
They ran
he
out of
was
time.
he was all the way in the stands.
Yeah. Yeah. I know they ran out of time. That's crazy, dude. How big a fucking podcast can get. Like the ceiling for podcasts now.
It influenced the election.
Yes, it did. Or at least Tony did in some sense, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
Well, dude,
wild.
like, I haven't watched Joe Rogan for a minute, but like, I saw that Trump was on. I was like, that's crazy.
That was obviously a big, that
Yeah.
was massive. It's wild, dude. Who would have thought some fucking freak that used to do a show where people ate worms?
Dude, yeah, isn't
now,
it a
like-
weird reality we live in? It's like, that's so crazy, dude.
It's so weird. Shit is so much weirder than people give it credit for.
Mm.
Just normal shit, like quote unquote normal shit, like cars or trains. How do we trust each other?
Yeah.
Like when you realize what we're capable of, when you read a story of a mother like drowning her kids, it's crazy that there's people just driving cars
Yeah. It's like,
and just staying locked in enough to do that.
yeah, feeling safe enough. I took driver's ed, and that's something that the lady. I feel like teachers always do this thing where they're like, "I want to prove how good a teacher I am. I'm gonna like throw you off with a complete question at the beginning, like a completely loaded question at the beginning." But hers was like, trust is like trusting other people is like, do you trust other people? And most people are like, oh no, we don't trust. And then she's like, well, no, you do though. Like you trust people because like otherwise you wouldn't drive. You would think that
Right.
everyone is out there to like fucking swerve you off the road and like, you know.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, that is kind of weird. Like, yeah, but
Also,
train.
it's not like it's not at the cost of them getting fucked up too, though.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you could argue that
That's
too.
true.
Yeah.
Totally.
So do we trust them, or we know they're selfish?
That's true, right? That's a good question. I guess we trust them because
They are selfish.
yeah, right. Because we think the same, right? Like we're not driving into people because we don't want to kill, or we don't want to go to jail, or we don't want to get hurt. But if those,
What's your motivation for staying on the road?
like if those weren't a factor, right? Like if we all had like ectoskeletons that we could put on and we wouldn't get hurt,
You've played Grand Theft Auto.
how would things happen?
Oh, if you
Then
like,
you
if-
really got to trust people to not crash into each other, I guess, right?
Yeah. Dude, I always wanted to teleport, dude.
Teleport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about this quite
It can
often.
be done.
If I had like a superpower, I heard this earlier. They were like, what would you have for your superpower? I would totally have teleportation. Have you ever seen the movie Jumper, dude?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
It was like it was one of those movies that if they redid it, they could do something sick with it. But
Yeah.
like, it was a one-off movie that like had a really cool premise and then like kind of had like shitty acting and stuff. But it was like a fucking cool idea where like you can teleport instantly and like kind of like Nightcrawler, but a whole movie about Nightcrawler.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Teleportation would be cool. I think I'd go metamorphosis.
What is that?
Just turn into anything.
Oh, just be like, I'm in a chair now.
Yeah. Just some badass Latina walks in. I'll be this chair. I'll be this couch. I'll be on the rack at this Victoria's Secret here. That's what my power would be. Wouldn't be,
Dressing room mirror.
You
Wouldn't
keep
be-
the mustache with everything.
yeah. Wouldn't be saving anything. Yeah.
You're like, sit on me, please. You start like inching as a chair.
Yeah. Fucking some dude ends up sitting on you like, fuck. I picked the wrong thing. Yeah, metamorphosis would be sick, I think.
That would be a tight one.
Turn into like a lion. Just anywhere.
Ooh.
Just on the train, you just walk on like a lion.
Dude, I have thought about that. Has always crossed my mind too. Like, have you've seen like this is a terrible reference, but like a Twilight thing where they like
Twilight Zone.
No, just Twilight the movie. Where
Okay.
I try to skip past it, like I'm not bringing up this reference, but like how the wolves used to come in, dude. They'd be like running, and then out of nowhere they just like morph into this big ass wolf.
Yeah, that's
and I always think about that when I'm, especially it's like this weird thing, but it's when I'm under the Fulton Street, on like 40 or 42nd and the 42nd Street station where you're transfer from like the A to the 2 line.
Yeah.
It's like this big ass hallway, dude. It's huge. It's underground, and it's like I always want to turn into a wolf in the hallway. Just like intrusive thought. Like I wish I could just like
Turn into a demon.
all
wolf.
fours, dude.
Yeah. Right? That's nuts. It's crazy to think that we have dogs because we used to let wolves hang out with us. Dude. You know?
And then now it's like cool to have the wolves again.
Yeah.
You see all these Instagram people with like, yeah, I raised this pack of wolves. It's no big deal. You're like, this is kind of corny, dude.
Right. But then it makes you think, like, how are Russians so cool with bears? Do they do the same thing but with bears? That's a way bigger risk.
I thought that was kind of like a myth, dude. Like, are
But
they
hang out with
actually
bears.
chill with bears like that?
Dude,
I've seen like a circus before, I guess, but
They hang out
Start
with bears.
breeding them. They have little teacup bears and stuff.
Yeah. They got some... I don't know. They hang out with bears out there, dude. Any video I see of a guy... There's like this one dude on Instagram who's on the back of a fucking bear, sitting on it like a fucking horse.
dude,
And it's like speaking some Slavic language. Of course.
that of course, that does make sense. Yeah. That is so weird, dude. Like probably, honestly, it's probably like kill the mom, take the cubs, and print on the cubs.
Right.
I don't know. I'm pretty much a bear raiser now, but I pretty much know what I'm doing. It's like I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I don't even know, dude. Because I always thought about the challenge of keeping that thing fed, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like that's like has to be so much money, dude.
Right.
How
What do you
keep
even buy?
a wolf fed? A 200-pound dog. How are you gonna keep that thing fed? Dude?
Carnivore diet, baby. Just buying steaks.
Just like, do you think that's really what it is? Like they probably have to like feed that thing like goats and shit, or like,
Yeah, I know, right? They got to buy like whole animals.
yeah. And do you think they kill it, or do you think they like?
You think they kill their own? They go hunting for their dog?
No. Do you think they like buy a goat and just like let the goat hang out with the wolves until?
Oh shit!
You're like, man.
Oh man!
And that was
Probably
a sheep, I
right.
guess. I don't know.
Probably right.
Goats are more of a screaming.
Yeah. You ever see when people scare goats? They go like stiff and fall over.
Love the scared
The
goat.
best. Imagine if it's a wolf. That thing will turn inside out. Just a wolf. Oh man.
Dude, that has to be so. Yeah, how do those things survive, dude? Like with like predators on the like, you scare that goat and it just flips off a mountain, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know what the competitive advantage a goat has against the
Fainting
other
goat.
animals.
You're
They're playing dead, right?
Yeah, I guess
No, I don't think that's playing. I think because it's like,
because they're shocked.
yeah, no, but like,
Can
if
they
they're-
Can they have shock? Can goats be shocked?
dude? You have to think how did the fuck did that thing survive, dude? That makes no sense.
Yeah, sometimes there's some animals, and you're like, what the fuck is that? How did that?
Every time I see a pug, dude, I'm like,
A pug, right? Yeah.
fucking. I have a slight hatred towards small dogs, dude.
Really?
Yeah, this is like it's not. It's not
Just a
slight.
slight.
It's not slight, but
Oh, okay.
I was-
More of a big. I like big dogs.
I'm a big dog guy. I like big
Yeah.
dogs. Yeah.
Cane Corso. That's my dream dog.
What is that one?
It's like it's an Italian Mastiff. It's a big fucking dog.
Is
But-
it like the Beethoven?
What is Beethoven? He's a bull mastiff.
Beethoven's
right?
a bull mastiff.
Yeah, mastiffs are big. They're like the biggest dogs,
Oh, okay, yeah.
or some of the biggest dogs. They're like a Great Dane. Look up a Tibetan Mastiff. That thing looks like a fucking bear. Tibetan
So-
Mastiff is nuts.
It's so weird how like, yeah, but how does that thing look
Oh
different than a
no,
wolf?
Beethoven's a Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard, right? That's another big ass fucking dog. What was that?
Like how did they go from looking like wolves to looking like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. We just fucking started
breed
bringing
them.
them along, breeding them.
Breeding different wolves, but like that means that some of the, do you think is like maybe bred with like a coyote or something, or like, you know what I mean? It's like I don't understand how that makes sense.
Right. I guess whatever's in the canine family, they're able to breed. Because obviously animals can't. It'd be cool if you could fuck a donkey and have a half donkey, half human. That'd be sick. Like a what do they call those things? Oh, the half horse, half guy, the mythical thing.
Oh, centaur.
Centaur. Yeah. So you could have a
Centaur,
centaur child. Send that thing to school.
Yeah, you just like, yeah.
Nobody will bully that fucking guy.
Maybe
no-
he'll have like one friend that wants to ride him though.
yeah. That'd be sick. Yeah, I don't know. But fucking, we just ended up deciding that dogs were the animal that we'll hang out with.
It wasn't
and
even
then
hang out. It was like
protect.
dominate.
Yeah,
You were like,
dominate.
this is the one that's like just small enough to dominate. But I get like one human versus one wolf. Wolf wins. You think?
Yeah. If the
think?
human doesn't have a weapon, yeah.
Yeah. I think
a human
okay.
is a golden retriever. The golden retriever wins.
You think?
Yeah.
A guy. Okay, so guy with a knife versus wolf though.
Oh, he better be good. It better be a big
He
fucking
better
knife.
be. Yeah.
You know?
I'm talking, yeah, like Bowie knife versus wolf.
And he's like a veteran or something.
He has to have fought in one war at least.
Yeah. He might have a fucking shot. If it's Rambo, he might have a shot.
He's just like,
Yeah, dude. We're not built for that kind of
for
fighting.
bear killing thing. Yeah, it's like
No.
Flick yourself in the jugular.
Yeah. That's horrible.
that hurts.
Yeah, dude. And animals aren't fucking stupid. The
Dog's gonna
predators,
fucking bite it. Yeah.
yeah, predators know what to go for. Bears bite when they say, all right, when you get attacked by an animal like that, you're supposed to ball up. So you protect your fucking
Really?
vitals here. You protect all this. You get scratched up everywhere else and bit and shit, but your best chance is to ball up so they don't get your, you know.
Oh, dude, I thought it was to like make yourself as big as possible.
That's what they say, right? With
Yeah.
bears, you're supposed to like
Yeah, you're supposed to like,
but
yell
who's gonna
at the
try
bear.
that? You know,
Dude.
if it's
Maybe it'll
Fuck
work once.
that. I hope I never see a bear, dude. Never see a bear once, dude.
yeah,
People like that's the zoo thing frustrates me now, where people are like, "Yo, I'm like, I don't like the zoos," and it's like, yeah, but it's kind of cool though, dude. Like
Right.
you go to see like animals that would normally fuck you up. You know?
totally.
Like
Yeah, it's just like us flexing still.
yeah.
We're like, pussy.
Caught
We're
him, dude.
smarter than
We're
you.
smarter, dude.
You guys don't know
We're
shit.
way cooler, dude.
We can write songs. You guys don't know anything.
You guys see this?
Yeah, exactly.
Dumb ape.
Yeah, we got so lucky. Because if not, we're getting ripped to shreds by all the animals.
Damn, dude.
You
Yeah,
know?
but it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, that shit's cool to look at though. Like seeing a fucking lion, or like lions are big, man.
Yeah.
Tigers are huge.
Tigers are bigger than lions.
Yeah.
Tigers are fucking...
Well, I guess some tigers are big. Like there's like what is it called? I think it's the Tibetan tiger is huge, and then there's like another one that's like the African tiger is like way smaller.
Yeah, I think Serbian, like the white tigers,
Yes.
are big as fuck.
Yeah.
I think those ones are
Is there
yoked.
more for them to eat?
Yeah, and all they eat probably is meat. All those predators in the cold, like
Yeah.
polar bears, all they eat is meat. They don't eat fucking vegetables at all, like the other, not vegetables, what would you call them? Herbs, leaves.
Yeah.
Like brown bears they're omnivorous. You
Oh,
know,
really?
Black bears are too, yeah. But,
Oh, they'll eat like honey and shit, and like
yeah, and plants and berries and whatever the fuck. But they also eat, you know, a deer.
Oh,
Salmon.
Okay.
Yeah, salmon. But a polar bear, there's no vegetation in the tundra. That motherfucker's eating fish and seals and anything that moves.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing that, like that motherfucker just covered in blood. Like, that's
They're huge.
that's what makes you think of like how does it ever get clean, dude? It's just like murdering animals. That's
probably
your
doesn't give a
only
fuck.
function is to murder other things.
Yeah. He's not worried about getting clean to go get some pussy later.
Yeah. It's like, but he has to eventually.
Yeah, exactly. The ladies start howling or whatever they do.
He's like, yo, he's probably got cavities.
Yeah. Right.
Dude, wash
Yeah.
off in the snow.
Wash off in the snow.
Or do you think he has to? He's like, I'm dirty bitch.
He probably don't give a fuck, dude. Animals just fuck. They just fuck to
They
stay
just
alive.
go, yeah.
Over here, we're like, we need to love. We need to love each other. They're like, no, we fuck so that we can keep going.
Yeah. Polar bears are huge, huh?
Yeah, they're the biggest
What's your
ones.
favorite animal?
Gorilla.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Easy.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Every
Yeah.
day of the week. I fucking love gorillas.
Gorillas are nice.
Yeah, they're the
big as
best.
shit. Dude, that was my favorite thing as like a kid is watching the gorillas and like going to the zoo. And, like,
Yeah.
my cousins used to like stare at them in the eyes because they get like pissed off, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hit the glass.
Yeah. They
The,
bang
the
on
bad
glass.
kids know.
Stare at the fucking gorillas.
Yeah.
There was a video of GSP in like Rwanda or something, and he was on like a tour, and there was a gorilla, and the gorilla was like looking at him, and he said he had to like take a defensive like kneel down and cover his head and take a defensive position, or else that fucking thing would have ran at him
Wow.
and fucked him up. Which is crazy when you think of one of the baddest one of us
Yeah.
has no shot against just a normal gorilla.
Yeah, dude.
No shot.
Dude, it's crazy because they're just like they're just different. They just move different. Like,
Yeah.
do you think like Tarzan could exist? Like, yeah, like the idea of like us raising bears, like the reverse.
That'd be
Like,
awesome.
do you think of a Tarzan kind of situation where like a baby somehow gets in with some gorillas,
Yeah.
and it looks kind of similar to, or do you think they just immediately kill that baby? They're just like, this isn't mine.
They'd probably accidentally kill him.
What's that?
They'd probably accidentally kill him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, how do you keep something like that fed?
Because they
that's
like
not-
they full blown fight each other and shit too.
Yeah, they run into each other and fucking boom, bounce off each other.
but how
Gorilla
much
fights are great.
they, I don't know. Well, they still have to raise their young though. Like, how do they raise their young? Like, and could a human survive in the same set? Like, cause they like, I'm sure they like breastfeed and stuff, right?
Right. Well, I think what would happen is a gorilla, like, even though it's a baby gorilla, like an adult gorilla will be able to handle it in a way that it wouldn't rip it apart because it's the same thing as it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I think? Like, it's just a younger version. Whereas if you gave it a baby, it'll try to grab the baby's arm and pick it up and swing it around like they would a monkey. And
It's just
fucking
not built for that.
yeah, exactly. Our babies don't have. They suck. Our babies take forever to figure shit out.
Yeah, mushy little heads.
They suck, dude. Think about when like a deer comes out or a horse. They're walking
ready- yeah,
in
they're
like an
ready to
hour.
go.
Our babies suck, dude. They take forever to get made. They come out. They don't know shit.
You have to carry him in a thing. Like,
Yeah.
How the fuck did we exist before like car seats and shit? You know what the fuck? Like, a car seat changed a lot of lives, dude. Like,
I thought you were going way further back with that.
So we have cars, but no car seats.
no, I'm talking about to like care for the young.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck did they do before they could walk?
They got ejected through windshields.
A lot of them died.
Yeah.
You ever hear like old stories? Well, we lost 2 kids this winter. It's like 1850, not even that long ago.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's wild. And I mean, I'm sure that happens all over
They
the world.
probably
Still.
let
When
them
did that
drive.
start going up though? You think it's like, when did people start surviving more? Like, probably after like, because they had housing, but like
Yeah.
you would.
I don't think seatbelts were invented until like the 70s.
It's true. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And,
But, like,
and they only
heat, like in the house.
heat in the house, right? I mean, at one point it was probably that's probably
Not
when
invented. I said that wrong. Became like
normal.
yeah, like mandatory.
Normalized.
Yeah, 84 mandatory.
Oh my
That's
god,
crazy,
dude.
dude.
At that the law? Oh, they had to be made. They had to be put
that
in
was, like,
cars.
The first time it was like starting to be implemented as a law.
Okay.
And then Maine and South Dakota didn't do it till 1995.
Holy
Yo.
shit! Shout out Maine.
I was born in '96. That's crazy.
That's nuts, dude. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure at the beginning seatbelts were only in the front. Same thing with airbags, and whoever was in the back was like, "Sorry,
Yeah,
you
you're
just
good,
get
dude.
fucked up, kid."
Let the Lord take you, baby. Come on.
And those cars weren't built to crash, right? Like now the
Dude.
cars they have like they crash a certain way so the people inside survive.
Yeah.
And they don't get fucked up too bad. Those days it was just hard metal. Clunk. And you get all fucked up inside, dude. Yeah.
It is kind of weird how things have like evolved for, because like, I thinking about like how like the difference between like, have you seen like an old Coke can?
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, this thing is like heavy.
Sturdy.
And
yeah.
then like transfer that to like a car, you're like, oh, cars had to be heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Like just big steel fucking,
Right. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like as people, I think as time goes on, people just want progress to be made and they find new ways to make progress happen. Like cars were invented because it made more sense. It was more efficient and faster than a horse. And then now that we have cars, it's like, okay, we use these a lot. Maybe we should make them a little bit safer, and they start implementing shit. And I think as like
Do you think
safety,
we'll get to like the hover car era? Like, or do you think that'll ever
oh, I
exist?
hope not.
No?
Hover like just above the ground or like straight flying cars.
I would say hover just above the ground. Or
Okay.
like, I don't know.
Elon's been saying like it'll just like never be energy efficient, like a flying or hovering car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll always be like on the ground, you think? But they'll make flying more streamlined or something. You think?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, he's already trying to make space travel normal.
Like I like what's to stop the helicopter industry from doing something like that where it's like a more efficient way of getting around quicker for more, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like a
But
different
it's in
mode
the
of
air.
travel for more people.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, anything's possible. There was the one dude on
Like
on
an Airbus or something.
Airbus would be sick.
Airbus would be fire, right?
Yeah. You just like there's stairs and there's no platform. There's like a well, people would probably fall off.
Well, he has that. You seen the Boring Company thing that he has?
Right.
Where he's just like those underground tunnels, because those are like super energy efficient. You just pressurize air into a cavity, and they could go really, really fast.
Where
So like he wants to make. Well, he had pitched one to go from New York to D.C. in 30 minutes.
whoa, dude.
That's fucking wild.
That's really fast. Here to L.A. in like 2.5 hours.
Holy fuck.
That'd be crazy.
They can get the crooked politicians out of DC quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, some dude just got
Just load them up
Fucking-
into a tunnel.
You're like, come on,
some
come on,
dude
get-
just had an illegitimate kid. His fucking baby mama came out. He's like,
let me
get the fuck out of here.
Gotta get
Yeah.
out of this
The
thing.
senator of Kentucky or something.
Yeah.
He just dips.
Yeah, like I would go to L.A. just for dinner if that was the case.
Right? Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick. Like, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that's like kind of the main draw with like Europe is they have like the fast
They've-
train. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
Asia
bullet train.
too. They have crazy
Bullet trains.
bullet trains.
Yeah. Yeah, they fucking. I know, but we don't make anything here. So
Yeah.
it's like we've made all the things that we can make and we just keep them.
Yeah, honestly.
Unless it's a vaccine.
Do we have a fucking? We have barbecue. That's like the one like main.
You're talking about food?
Yeah. No, like we have
That's
like
our export.
We have
that's
brisket.
what? Yeah, like what's American made anymore, or like what's
Even
our
that.
stamp to the world? And it's a lot of like cultural. There's like barbecue wrap. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like what the fuck else do we have?
I would say most, not even barbecue. Barbecue's German, I think. The originators of barbecue were German immigrants. I want to say that is
I think
what it is.
it's all kind of like within the same wheelhouse, though, right? Like of like.
What I think is America's main export is entertainment.
Yeah.
Because nobody makes shit like we. You ever watch a movie from another country? It sucks. They suck. Yeah, they usually blow.
There's one like German director that's like nine. You're like not He's like so pissed right now.
Yeah, dude, that shit sucks. I mean, you go to a different country and they bring up stuff. Like my cousins in Italy, I went to see them when I was in high school, and they're asking me. They're like, oh, you know what I like so much? The Super Bowl. I love to watch the Super Bowl. We sit around, we order the KFC and watch the Super Bowl. It's so much fun. And they love it. Like, it's the most entertaining thing to them.
Really?
You know, like there's just the entertainment that we make here for whatever reason is, I think that's the most. And then there's genres of music, like you're saying, rap, jazz, fucking rock and roll.
Yeah. Did you know that
Those
New
are-
York was like the is like the cocktail hub? Like New York and London are both like the like where cocktails were created, basically.
Yeah, makes sense.
I didn't realize it at all, but like these are like I guess like New York and London are like the two like hubs of like the like evolution of cocktails, and it's kind of wild. Like you hear like this place has like the oldest, Paloma or whatever. I don't know, maybe that's a bad example, but like
No, I know
there's
what
a
you're
lot of
saying.
history with that.
Yeah, well, I think New York during Prohibition was like, where a lot of that speakeasy culture, that Roaring '20s culture was kind of born from. And cocktails come from alcohol being so disgusting in those days because it was illegal, moonshiners and whatever. It was horrible. So they would mix it with shit.
Yeah.
Like an old fashioned is literally the oldest cocktail. Like they take a sugar cube and orange bitters and nasty ass gasoline whiskey, and you do that, and then you do those crazy dances where you throw women around. You ever see those? To like Louis Armstrong or whatever.
You ever like swing dance, dude?
Yeah, swing dancing, bro.
Dude.
That shit's wild.
I had a girl
Flappers.
that was like into swing dancing, and I was like, my fucking goofy ass fro was just like, you know. I dressed up for it.
Yeah.
That was the worst time of my life, dude. I wore like these like fucking blue like slacks, dude.
Yeah, there you go. Some
I think I had a
suspenders.
short sleeve button up fucking shirt. It's fucking dork, dude.
You probably wouldn't even be allowed in the same club in those days. We just got to be honest.
You're like, experience it now because you wouldn't
Yeah.
have then.
You'd be playing the music, and then that'd be it.
That's a get back from my ancestors, bro. It's like look at him dance now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was another generation that's like incredibly interesting because it was like a rebellious,
Yeah.
like a
Kinda
rebellious
like, go fuck
generation.
yourself. Yeah, it's like we don't want the rules. But do you
Yeah.
think there's any of that left, man? In like American culture of like what unifies us all is like it's so divided as far as like the way people think about other people. I think like on a societal level, like how Americans even think about other Americans is wild.
Right. I think the spirit is there. The spirit in the sense of rebellion is in this generation. But I agree with you in the sense that there is division amongst causes.
Yeah.
Like as opposed to everyone like I always refer to the 60s because it's my favorite to think about being alive in that time. Everybody was kind of cohesively against the Vietnam War. Everybody was against or everyone was for the civil rights movement and extending rights to everybody, the
you think
free
everyone
love
was?
and
Like everyone was on the civil rights. Like,
well, I shouldn't say everyone, right? Because it was obviously they were fighting something, But I don't know. The cohesion now is different. I think like the means to get to unity is where people are divided. Where I think in those days, everybody that was fighting for unity wanted the same. Like we're kind of in the same boat in terms of how they were going to achieve it. Where now, if people want unity, they want to do it in their own way. They want to do it in different ways.
yeah,
As opposed to, kind of together.
yeah, like getting behind like a cause,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the closest thing we have is like the Black Lives Matter, I think. But then, dude, that even was like so. How do you do anything other than show up to the protest? You know what I mean? Like, like like myself included, but like the people that went to the protests like haven't done anything other than go to the protests.
Sure.
There's no like, oh, this is the next step of how we unify this movement.
Right. And not to mention that movements now, because there's so many and because everyone has such an outreach, they've become commodified and politicized.
Yeah,
like
of course.
Ben & Jerry's creates a new flavor.
Merch, dude. It's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Yeah.
How they monetize on the merch is crazy.
And people love it. They're like, oh my God, I love this.
I'm supporting right now. You're like,
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude. Like the Aunt Jemima thing is the craziest thing in the world. Like the fact that like they were like, we have to go after change, and you're and then out of it we get like Aunt Jemima. It's like, no longer Aunt
That
Jemima.
was your
Like,
biggest move.
What?
I know.
Dude, what the fuck just happened, dude? Like,
They're
if,
just,
like
yeah.
it's like, how's history gonna be filled in with this generation?
Right.
Like, what counts as a historical moment? Like Trump getting shot at.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that counts as a historical moment.
Sure.
But like, you know what I mean? Like 9/11 obviously happened, but like, what other big?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Big events. It's like the events that unified people before were things that we were boots on the ground involved in, I think. Like, people were against wars that we were actively involved in. Where now people are very much against wars that we're funding, we're involved in very much so, and there's people protesting that, but we don't have, siblings in Israel right now. We don't have siblings in Ukraine. You know, we don't have people that we know and that we grew up with that are getting taken out to go fight some fucking horrifying war.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of separates the sense of, you know, nationality,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
It's like that we're pretty uninvolved as like a nation right now, like as far as like war. I think about this like very often, is like how fortunate are we to like be doing what we're doing in life, versus like how other people live. I feel like I constantly get caught up in that like thought loop of like, damn dude, how do we have it so good here?
Yeah.
But then we kind of have like sometimes I see the kind of what am I trying to say? Like the voice of people being like, this sucks, like America sucks, you know? And you're like, I don't know, dude. We're kind of doing all right, man. It's fine. Like
Yeah. No, of course. We're super fortunate. And it's an accident, right? We could have been born in fucking Burma,
dude.
you know?
Yeah.
Smoking cigs, carrying a fucking AK-47 at 10 years old.
Wild, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you could have been born in fucking Haiti. Haiti just, I mean, you know, I don't know if you read, they've been shooting down fucking planes or trying to shoot planes down.
Whoa, dude.
Not like military planes, like commercial
planes?
Yeah.
Damn,
Spirit.
dude,
Yeah.
you can't fly to Haiti? Haiti's like a no-fly zone right now?
Right now it is, yeah, no fly zone. There was a plane that was trying to fly in Port-au-Prince, I think is their capital, Haiti, and they shot at it, and it had to reroute to Dominican Republic.
Wow.
And then there was one taken off from Haiti to come here to JFK, and they shot at it on its way out, and it made it here. Nobody got injured, but goes to show we got nothing to worry about with them. We got superior
See the
weaponry.
video of like the bullet hole in the plane?
No,
It's fucking nuts. I'll get it.
it's big.
Like you know those things where like the overhead bin?
Yeah.
So think of like, say you're sitting in like the second or third row of the plane. It like shot that person's overhead bin like right above their head.
Oh fuck!
That's crazy, dude.
Just got lucky. Holy shit!
Dude,
But,
I can't
yeah.
even... it's weird to think that planes could even fly. I don't know why.
That's another thing that's fucking weird, right? It's just like, what is that thing doing up there?
No,
We
I
trust
meant, like, can fly with like holes, like a gunshot.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie made me think this, but like that if you shoot a gun on a plane, it blows up. Like
The whole plane blows up.
yeah. Like I think it was like Snakes on a Plane or something, or like
Oh, maybe.
what was the movie where like
I'm tired of these motherfucking Haitians shooting at this motherfucking plane.
is it are Haitians the one that Donald Trump recently
Eating the cats and the dogs, yeah.
he said that to? Is that in response to that? You think?
No.
Yo, like
He
we're
said
not
that
eating
first. Oh, you're saying like they're shooting in response to that?
Yeah, you're like our diet's way bigger than that, son.
Yeah, you got us mixed up, boy. That's wild. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Haiti's a fucking... Okay, so this is the... That's nothing, though. What kind of weapons they got over there?
That's a 22, bro.
Yeah, right? Oh, shit. Damn. I know, huh? What did they shoot? That's like nothing. Like, I mean, it's not good
That's
that
a
they're
pretty
doing
big
that.
hole.
Yeah,
I
right.
bet you
Like,
that's
yeah,
probably
it
like
goes
a
on to like
Oh, it's that
AR-15
outside.
or something.
yeah.
Yeah, to go through that many layers of something,
Yeah,
it has to be like a pretty.
Like, that's wiring and shit too.
right. Damn.
But like, okay, so
These are all the.
I hope they got
bullet
some
holes.
free drinks at least.
like, cause I know like we have it fucked up with like movies and stuff where you think like a car can like really protect you like that, but it's not like.
No, not at all.
Yeah, like you could shoot through a car.
Easy.
Yeah.
Right through a car door.
Like definitely through a car door. Do you think you shoot through the whole car?
I'm sure some guns, totally. I'm sure you could get like a
I
Magnum.
bet you a 9mm shoots through a whole car.
Yeah,
Even.
probably.
Maybe. I don't know, dude.
Plus the ammo. I don't know anything about guns, but I would assume, hollow tips. Those are supposed to be.
Hollow tips explode.
They explode. Okay.
Yeah. Those are
Gotcha.
like the explode on impact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are if you want to kill a person. If you want,
Right.
they make certain bullets to penetrate vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're like heavier grain.
Did you guys ever watch FPS Russia back in the day?
No.
He was this dude on YouTube who would just grab. He was this Russian dude who would just get like all kinds of weapons, all kinds, any kind, rocket launcher, fucking something from Modern Warfare 2, intervention, your favorite weapon in some
Yeah.
video game, and he would just test them out and do all kinds of shit. And I remember this one time he got a Spaz 12, like the shotgun,
Oh, dude.
and he had like a bunch of different things. He had incendiary rounds, he had explosive rounds, he had a thing that shoots a fucking spear out of it.
What the fuck?
It was crazy. Yeah.
Is he still like doing it?
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
That's
Maybe not
insane.
now, right? All this, the Russian shit, the censorship.
yeah.
Right?
Dude. Is he the guy that I saw the G18 video? You ever see that?
No.
There's a dude, I don't know, it's like in some, it looks like it's like some cold place, but he's like, he has a fucking drum mag on a G18.
Oh, probably.
Dude, it's
That
so
sounds like
sick.
something he would do. Yeah.
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 This is like a handgun just like fucking ripping bullets, dude. You're like, that's insane, dude.
It's crazy what we like, what entertains us, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
There's some shit that so many years ago you're like, that wouldn't, like those satisfying videos where they drop glass balls filled with paint and they explode everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, man, this is nice. But so long ago, it's like, what the fuck? Who would watch this?
Dude,
It's
is kinda
weird.
Yeah, like the algorithm. What's your algorithm right now? What do you
I
watch?
follow this autistic kid who likes shutting lights off. It's my
does sound
favorite thing
nice.
on the entire internet.
That sounds nice. A lot of the time, I get chefs. I get people cooking stuff.
Really?
Very
Oh, yeah, I
often.
get some cooking stuff too.
I get people cooking stuff. My YouTube algorithm's a lot of DMX.
Yeah?
YouTube shorts for whatever reason.
Is he with the orchids?
I love that one. That's hilarious. He's my favorite rapper
Oh, DMX, really?
of all time. Yeah,
Damn,
he's my number
dude.
one.
This is crazy. Have you, do you like Kanye at all?
Yeah.
What's the song? I think "Life of the Party" with Andre 3000.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the song, where he's like they're on like a roller coaster. That's DMX.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't
He's
realize
like, don't
that.
cry, I'm here. He's talking to his kid who's like bawling her eyes out on the thing they went on.
He's like, we're gonna go on this ride.
Yeah. It's a
Starts
crazy
crying.
ride.
Yeah.
It's like that slingshot thing.
Yeah.
The video's funny because he's like, oh, trying not to like scream.
Yeah.
He's like, still trying to be hard, holding his chain. He's like, we did that shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy voice that dude had.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy he's gone, dude. That was like
Yeah.
one of the first rappers that I remember like actually remembering his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Right.
like, who's the guy that growls? I want to listen to the guy that growls.
The dog, man. I got to see him live, right? Like maybe maybe a few years before he died.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Sick. He was so late. He was like an hour late, but he did like 2.5 hours.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, and killed it.
Really?
Prayer at the end and everything. People are crying. He rocks the whole thing, and then at the end, he's always like, "In Jesus' name," and then he just fucking dips. It was cool. It was sick.
Damn, dude. Where was it at?
That was in Providence, back home.
Oh, okay, where? Damn, dude. I can't even imagine like DMX going to Providence and you're just like
It's a
crushing.
small little.
Yeah.
That's a fall from grace, for being honest. But I was happy to see him.
Yeah, how many people?
It was like maybe 1,000 in like a small
Yeah,
little
yeah.
venue.
You ever seen Jay-Z talk about his live show?
Yeah.
Like that made him up his level.
Yeah.
Really?
They used to go on tour. There was the biggest hip hop tour at one point. What was it called? It was Bad Boy Records, Rough Riders, and Wu-Tang.
Oh wow.
So it was DMX and fucking the big people from Rough Riders, Jay-Z, big people from Rockefeller, and like Method Man and Redman.
Damn.
And they all used to tour together. It was like the biggest hip hop tour across the country. Mad, and Jay-Z's talking about how DMX would go out there, and he's going out there to some fucking mean music, running back and forth on the stage. All the guys are amped. Then he takes his shirt off. He starts doing the songs about ladies. The ladies are screaming and yelling. Everyone's going nuts. And then at the end, he does a prayer, and everybody's crying. Damn. And then Jay-Z's like, and then someone came up to me and is like, now you go. Your turn. It's wild, dude. Wild. He had a performance.
Damn, dude.
But anyway, I don't want to keep you here too late, sir. I know you got to get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
So let's wrap this motherfucker up. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, dude. Thank you. Thank
This
you
was
for
great.
having me. This is awesome.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Where can people find you? Instagram handles?
Yeah, it's Love Lee Comedy. Love and then Lee Comedy.
On the Instagrams.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cheers, dude. Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.